against his former team, the Packers, Sunday night. Both teams have had a strong season so far and are leading their respective divisions. It will be the first time Rodgers takes on his old team since being traded to the Jets in 2023. Rodgers will be making his 247th career start Sunday, the third most by a quarterback before facing an NFL team for the first time. He ranks behind Tom Brady before he played the Patriots for the first time with the Buccaneers, and Brett Favre before he played the Packers with the Vikings. Swag, you and Peter Schrager's in the house. Peter, I know you usually sit in this chair, but damn it.
You look good in it, man.
Here's the problem. You understand what I'm saying? I said, no, the NFL community don't need to be hearing from me, but he says, damn it, they need to be hearing from you. So I'm going to ask the questions, and you answer it.
I had Dick Motta thoughts, but they didn't want that.
Dick Motta, that's a good one, Peter. That's a good one. What's up, Swag? You good,
up, my
baby?
brothers? How y'all doing?
I like the suit. I'm good. Let's get right to it. Schrager.
Yeah.
Which quarterback do you trust more, Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love?
I'll take Jordan Love's Packers versus Aaron Rodgers in the Steelers. That's what I think. That Steelers defense is atrocious. So you look at those two together. Jordan Love has this misnomer of him not being able to win in the clutch, or he can't get it done when it matters most, or he always gives the game away. The numbers don't tell that story. Jordan Love is third best in the league as far as fourth quarter rating. He's doesn't give up any sacks. He's the best in the league at not, taking the bad sack. He doesn't turn the ball over late. He's got the best third down percentage amongst these quarterbacks. There's this feeling that Jordan Love can't get it done. I saw him get it done in Dallas. I saw him take San Francisco to the wire. And yes, last year he was injured at points and they didn't take care of business, but they still were a wild card team. Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. You don't need me to list his accolades, but I've seen him lose in NFC Championship games at home against the Giants twice. Saw him lose as the number one seed against the 49ers in a big playoff game, 2021. And I saw Tom Brady and the Bucs come in and beat them in their building in an NFC Championship game. So who do I trust more? Yeah, Rodgers has this great body of work, and he's been really good this year. But I don't have any of these great collapse that Jordan Love has on the record that everyone's suddenly thinking he can't get the job done.
Okay. Swag.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Look, the Steelers are 4-2. We didn't expect the Steelers to be good. You know why they're good? Because Aaron Rodgers is playing well. This defense has been the letdown on this football team. And when you look at the Cincinnati game, right, let's take that for instance. You make a drive late in the game to put your team ahead. You expect your defense to come out and not let Joe Flacco go down the field, and you lose late in that football game against Cincinnati. Take nothing away from Jamar Chase and T. Higgins is on that team. I understand that. But when you think about Aaron Rodgers and you think about going back to Green Bay, one, incentivized, two, feels like he's in an offense that's now starting to find their stride. His rapport with those receivers and that tight end and that run game, I trust Aaron Rodgers more in this particular game. I agree with everything you just said about Jordan Love. Jordan Love, to me, the inconsistency is what has kind of kept me on the edge until I see that strand of games where he puts them together. But the talent, the ability to play in clutch moments, I get all of that. Aaron Rodgers right now is starting to look a little vintage. And I want to warn everybody, especially in this division that has taken so much attrition, although they just lost to the Cincinnati Bengals, it wasn't because of him.
No.
And we thought that if anything went awry with this football team, it would be because old Aaron Rodgers couldn't get back to some semblance of form to help his team win games. I'm looking at this record, doggy. They 4-2.
He's played
a
well.
lot of that has to do with the quarterback.
Absolutely.
And how he's been playing. So I'm going to go with Rodgers.
I agree with you 100%. And Peter, you have to remember in the San Francisco game 2 years ago,
Special teams was a problem.
Jordan Love in the last quarter and a half was awful. 3 for 9, 34 yards and 2 picks in the last quarter and a half. I got to see, and he wasn't great against Cleveland. He threw a terrible interception there, which got the Browns back in the game. Not great last year in Philly. I think he's got a chance to be, a guy you trust more. But right now, I think you do have to take Rodgers. And you're right, a lot of postseason issues for him, too, recently. But I still would take Rodgers.
I'm going to tell you why I agree with Peter on this. I will go with Love. This is going to be like, we have to say this. This is on the verge of being a very, very bad doom and gloom year for Mike Tomlin. When we look at the Steelers, we have religiously sat here for years and said, last 2 years of Ben Roethlisberger's career, he should have been gone by then, okay? He's a Hall of Famer, but stayed a couple of years too long. Steelers haven't found a quarterback. That has been the excuse that we've all fallen on, and it's accurate. Well, you got a quarterback now, and he's playing well. And your defense, the Pittsburgh Steelers, have a horrible defense. Think about that. When have we ever thought we would say that about the Pittsburgh Steelers? That's where the problem lies. Because all along, what we've been saying all along is that if they just got a quarterback,
No doubt.
this team will contend. They'll be in the AFC, they'll be in the picture, they'll make some noise. Who knows? If they just could get a damn quarterback. Aaron Rodgers playing this way, clicking with a DK Metcalf, getting productions from other cats, running the football effectively. Last week, you even got somebody like Warren doing a little something. I mean, offensive line not being too shabby. You putting up games where you scoring 25, 30 points, the Steelers down.
Yeah.
And your defense can't stop a cold. That is not good. You don't expect to hear that. I would go with Love because Love is going against this defense. It's not even about Rodgers to me. I mean, I think Micah Parsons and them are going to find a way to get to Rodgers a few times. I got that part. Rodgers might make some plays.
Yeah.
But in the end, Micah Parsons and them might make their plays too. We'll see. But the real issue is, can the Steelers defense stop anybody? Because I'm looking at Jordan Love, 10 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions, complete 70% of his passes, QBR 70.
Doesn't get
You
sacked.
got Golden, you got Romeo Doubs, you got Kraft in these cats, you got Josh Jacobs. I mean, you're looking at Green Bay and you're saying, well, you the Steelers, what you gonna do with this? That's the issue.
You changed the question. The question is who you trust more.
I said Love because he's going against the Steelers defense. I answered the question.
But why did the Steelers defense have anything to do with it? In
Because
a big
you're
spot,
saying in a
you
neutral
trust Love?
situation, who do you want
Because
the
I'm
ball?
trusting Love to look great against them. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Aren't we asking about this game? Did I mess
Fair
up?
analysis.
I understand that.
Right.
If we looking for the 2 or 3 consistent defenses in this league, you're going to be hard-pressed to get past 2 or 3 teams. All right? I saw the Green Bay Packers give up 40 a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I saw the Arizona.
Against the number 1 offense in the NFL.
And now I'm about to bring it home for you. I saw the number 2 quarterback,
Jacoby
in Arizona,
Brissett.
miss opportunities to win the game.
But on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1, he got stuffed when they needed it.
And I agree with you, Peter. But have we not saw flaws in the Green Bay
100%.
Packers defense? They are not the model of consistency of great defense. If Micah Parsons didn't take over the Arizona game, there would have been a lot of issues coming out of that game. So let's not, listen, I don't want people to think that in this iteration of the NFL, because we're talking about this year, that you gonna go out there
17
and stop people. That's just not going to happen week in and week out. I can give you all the credit in the world for the Steelers defense not being the defense that we thought they would be. But I'm not out on the fact that 1 week could change a lot.
Didn't you feel like they missed a big opportunity last Thursday night with the Ravens being
I thought
down?
they did. I thought they did,
And
Peter.
they're on the bye week, the Ravens.
Yep.
It's like, just go win on a Thursday, get a nice long rest, and then come out there and you show the Packers that you did.
Yep.
And that defense was so bad. And what scares me about the Steelers defense, as much as Rodgers and Metcalf got the big ads and they got all the talk here, they invested in Jalen Ramsey. They
Yep.
invested in Juan Thornhill. They invested in Darius Slay. They knew this was a sore spot.
I can't hold but so much against Jalen Ramsey though when you got to guard Jamar Chase, who's the best in the game as
They
far as
threw
I'm
it to him
concerned.
20.
And they threw it his way 23 times.
Let me ask y'all this.
I mean, and that's only 50. They only completed 50%.
This
of
the
passes. That's not
conversation.
bad.
This the conversation, Mad Dog. Do we not think they're gonna get better? Because if y'all telling me y'all don't think the Steelers would,
But it's not a young defense that's like, hey, they need to find themselves. These are all veteran guys.
I understand that, but do you think this defense is going to play like this the
No,
rest of the way?
no, I'm prayerful that they won't because I don't recognize my Steelers with a defense like this.
Okay.
I don't know who they are.
I'm under the same impression. I'm not saying they're gonna become world beaters, but if I watch this show, I watch a lot of shows. If we think the Cowboys are gonna get better, we not gonna give some credence to the Pittsburgh Steelers defense getting better as the season goes along. The guy that's under the microscope is Terrell Austin, the defensive coordinator.
Sure.
I understand what you're saying about Mike Tomlin. I'm
just saying.
No,
starts
I
with
get
him.
it. I get it. Mike Tomlin been to the playoffs with this team though, without quarterbacks.
I know.
Right?
Which is why there's no
But
excuse for
Stephen
them
A,
looking this way
he's-
now.
He's going to go to the playoffs this year.
Okay.
They're going to get in the playoffs.
He's got to win a playoff game, though. He hasn't won a playoff game in a long
And Mad Dog, that's what I'm alluding to.
2016?
That's what I'm alluding to with us thinking that this, you think
Right.
this defense going to play like this the rest of the way?
I'll give you the last word. You have 20 seconds. Clock's ticking. Go ahead.
Rodgers, I like what Swagoo said about Rodgers and you, for a change. He has played really well so far in this. And he didn't have Austin against Cincinnati. He's getting Metcalf involved. He's run better. I think Pittsburgh right now is a very dangerous team because I am with Swagoo. Defense will get better. And if Rodgers continues to play like this in a bad division, they're going to get some home games in the postseason.
We'll see. We'll see. Some home games in the postseason. If they got one, I'd be happy.
Well, they win a division, they get a home playoff game.
Let's move on. Don't interrupt me again.
You just so busy.
Coming up.